All right, it's time to get up on top. Let's go. So in this video, I want to focus on and talk about a few different modifications which I've done to my equipment and things to make them work better. But last night there was this crazy rain, like super tons, like a flash flood type rain, and for some reason right here there is this just like big puddle. Looks like a swimming pool that's been dug out, but this is just all this dirt got washed away. This is normally just like a normal drain, but there was a lot of floodings, a bunch of houses. Some houses got filled up with mud, a lot of damage. Super muddy. Watch your step. Do not want to slip. Whew. Wow, this is all from the rain last night. But normally I'd be really scared of dropping my camera, but I have a little thing attached to the grip so that I can't. It is just physically impossible for me to drop my camera. Just turn around, just come right over here. There you go. Perfect. I think this side will be a little easier to go over. I'm just gonna climb on top real quick, film a few clips, show you the modifications, maybe snap a few pictures, and then we are out. I'm not gonna hang out around here for too long. All right, it's time to get up on top. Let's go. Now I'm going to film on my phone so I can show you the little things that I have. So right now, the camera is hanging over the ledge, and if I were to drop my camera, it would probably smash into pieces. But my camera is tethered to me, so even if I were to drop it, it wouldn't just fall down and get smashed. And this is what I do when I'm up in a tree filming, or when anywhere where if I were to drop my camera, it would be really bad. So I've seen a lot of people like hang their cameras over crazy spots, and it's like if you were to drop it, it would fall into the water and then done. And I don't want to take that risk of if I were to drop my camera, then it would just be totally done for. So let me show you these really cheap, really affordable, just little teeny things that I did. Makes a big difference. And this right here is the little modification that I wanted to show you. Now I have posted a picture of this on Instagram a while back, but basically what this is a little piece of paracord which allows the camera, which goes around my wrist when I'm holding the camera in my hand. And this basically makes it so if I were hanging my camera over an edge like this or something, even if it were to slip out of my hand, it wouldn't just fall down and get totally destroyed. And this is very cheap, and what I'm surprised is that more people don't do this, or no one has ever showed to do this. And it could be a little irritating, like it is maybe a little irritating when you have to take it off your wrist. But it is so nice, just that feeling of not worrying about dropping your camera. And I know they sell things that like attach to the edge and attach to the tripod mount, but this is like super minimal, very nice, simple. You don't have to buy separate stuff. Basically, all you do is take a piece of paracord. It could be really any type of string that you want to use, and then you just loop it through the mount where you would attach basically a neck strap. I don't like using neck straps. I find they get in the way and they're kind of irritating. And then if you're using a Sony or Panasonic, you may have to use those little triangles. It may not fit directly through the metal, but depends on what camera you have. You just loop it loop one end through there, loop the other end through, and then tie it to itself, and then tie the other string to itself, and then just cinch it down. What I do is I just pass the string through, and then I cut it and adjust it until it's like just the right fit, just like that. So it's nice and snug, and I'm going to do this to any DSLR mirrorless type camera that I ever use, ever get, because it is just so nice. And now you're wondering about the other string that I showed. That is just another piece of paracord right here. This is one end, I have this little carabiner, which I can hook to that, and on the other end, I have a loop. So what I can do is I can basically put this around my wrist, cinch that up, or I can basically attach this to my backpack, or to if I was wearing a belt, or to my shorts or anything. And this is great for if I'm up in a tree or something. I don't have to worry about dropping my camera. Also, if I set this up in a tree, then I'll loop this around a branch. That way if the tripod or the GorillaPod were to fail, it would still just be hanging from the branch and not fall all the way down. This is kind of just a little modification that I came up with. And you know, the thing with equipment and stuff is I find nothing is perfect. And I always, no matter if it's a camera or just really anything, I always find I need to do some type of modification to make it better or to make it work better for what I use it for. My backpack, any backpack I've ever had, I've modified it in some shape or form. Any camera, I've either added something like this, or whether it's cover something up, or if it's just anything, because stuff seems to always just have these like little flaws. You know, I don't always have these lanyards on because sometimes they get in the way, and it just is a little thing to get caught on stuff. But for certain times, it's so nice just having that peace of mind. You know, if I were to, my camera would have slipped out of my hand, would fall, and this string, this paracord right here, would save me. That's it for this video, and today's positive quote is how loneliness can add beauty to life. And what this quote means to me is how, you know, some people maybe enjoy doing stuff alone, and some others would enjoy doing stuff more with people. And you know, like right now I'm exploring alone, and when you're exploring or doing something alone, it is like you almost notice more of your surroundings and stuff. Sometimes, you know, like I can really notice that chainsaw over there. It is just really standing out in my mind. But sometimes when you're with like a group of people, stuff can be so just like fast-paced and chaotic, where it's just like, whoa, blah, 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 that you just like move past stuff so quickly. And sometimes when you do stuff alone, you can go faster if it's like a race or something, but if maybe you're trying to, you can go a little bit slower and observe and like take your time. As a photographer, sometimes, or a videographer, if you're alone, you can take more time into each shot. Whereas if you're with a group of people that they're just trying to move quickly, then it's kind of like you're going slow compared to everyone else, even though you're like trying to take your time to make sure you get these nice photos and nice shots that you'll be glad you took later. So, you know, I like doing stuff alone. I also enjoy going exploring and stuff with friends very much. So I think doing both, that way you can have like the contrast and the comparison, the difference of the two is makes both more rewarding. Alright, that's it for this video. Remember to keep always doing more awesome stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Bang! Okay, we're out.